Hello everyone, and welcome back to the world of Thetis. So glad you're with me here. So we're going to continue on our adventure, and let's look at what's going on, what we're going to be doing. So this episode, we have 100 things to do in Vigil's Keep, so we're just going to walk around the town and just complete quests that we can. After we've completed whatever quests we can here in Vigil's Keep, then we will move on to the main plot and go with Shadows of the Blackmarsh, which basically says look for Kristoff in Amaranthine. A Grey Warden named Kristoff was absent from Vigil's Keep when the Darkspawn attacked. He was sent to discover why the Darkspawn were still active with the Blight defeated. Seneschal Verrill believes Kristoff began his investigation in the city of Amaranthine. So we'll be doing that after. So first, let's go ahead and see what else is going on. There's a bunch of dead people around. I think that was because of that uprising that we had last episode, or that rebellion, or whatever that was. Apparently I made some pretty poor choices for that to happen. Didn't realize it. But as we can see here on the map, there's already a few things that I can turn in here. So let's talk to these guys.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin?
You're in luck. I found some lyrium sand.
Splendid. Truly splendid. We've enough lyrium sand to keep us busy for a long time. Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
A what for? I've never heard many people use that. That's completed. Um, I guess I guess that one's done. I guess we can't do that anymore. I don't really use the bombs just because I'm not really much of a combat dude, but
You're back. You need anything?
um, I found some ore deposits. This could be useful.
Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this. I'll just get to it then. No one appreciates.
Jeez, he's always so sad and upset for so many reasons. Okay, bro. Master Wade, cheer up.
Yes, Commander?
Well, I found this golem shell in Kal Haral. Maybe you could do something with it?
Oh, I simply must do something with this. So unique, so rare. Yes, a breastplate. Here, take this. These are a few knickknacks I need to begin my work. Find them soon. I simply cannot wait.
Okay. So materials for golem shells. Materials for working with golem shells. What a day. First, I'll need some wool padding. Working with golem shell can chafe, don't you know? Second, a lyrium potion made by a master to ensure the soul that once inhabited this armor is washed away for good. You wouldn't want that golem coming back, would you? Also, some pure iron. Pure, mind you. No imperfections at all. And a packet of ground blood lotus. Maybe some soup? No? No. Okay. That was interesting. Now, in culture and history, we've the port city of Amaranthine. Actually, I don't think I've ever read this one, so let's go ahead and read it. Because I want to know about this city anyway. I want to know what I'm getting into. Outside of Ferelden, the city of Amaranthine is now synonymous with the Arling herself, but before the Orlesian invasion, it was only a modest fishing village despite a deep port well suited to commerce. At that time, few other kingdoms had any need to trade with the Ferelden barbarians, or so they were called. The city changed rapidly when the Orlesians came. They built temporary docks to accommodate ships packed with chevaliers, and for a time, Amaranthine was the capital of occupied Ferelden. The Ban of Amaranthine became one of the wealthiest nobles in the kingdom, as goods like wool were leached from the city's swollen ports. During the liberation, the fleeing Orlesians looted the city but left it otherwise unscarred. She recovered quickly. Ironically, Amaranthine's current prosperity is the legacy of Orlesian occupation. Do not share that opinion with the locals, mind. From Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Bedin, Chantry scholar. I haven't heard of Brother Bedin ever. That's the first time I've ever heard of him. So that's interesting. And then we have Controls, which I never read. So technically I'm not reading every codex entry because controls doesn't really count. Okay, and I guess, is that everything I can do here? It looks like that's about everything I can do here. I'm not going to focus too hard on those. I mean, if I complete them, I complete them. I feel like these are very, like, side questy type stuff. Maybe at some point later on I'll look at them more closely, but I'm really more interested in continuing this here, the Shadow of the Blackmarsh. So we need to get to Amaranthine and see if we can find this Kristoff, to see if he's discovered anything. Plus, I'm really interested to see that creepy dude again that's on my thumbnail. I think he's called the Seeker. So I believe we've actually already kind of discovered everything. Chernobyl Estate. I don't think I've been there before. Um, Maybe I have. I don't remember. But I think I need to go to the Amaranthine. Hopefully there's no darkspawn along the Pilgrims path, and there isn't any. Thank goodness. I'm going to open the map. Is there any? There it is. No, that's Lucky Charms. Well, let's go ahead and complete Lucky Charms since it's there. Since it's there, why not? If we look at the quest, Lucky Charms, I think that is, where is that? This one. You found some of Micah and Colbert's belongings in the Knotwood Hills. Oh yes, these are the same guys that told us about that trench that was in the valley, or that, what is it called? That hole in the ground or whatever. They discovered it, and they pointed me the way, and then I found some of their stuff while I was adventuring there.
You're back, eh? What's it like out there? Darkspawn crawling all over?
More than you know. You know, I found this trinket and would like to return it. I think it belongs to you.
Thank the Maker. Mika's been afraid to move from this spot since he lost the stupid thing.
Sorry, couldn't go without Lucky Deerfoot. Thanks for finding it.
And now we're getting away before the Darkspawn arrive. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Okay, quest completed. Very simple. Love to see it. I want to... Maybe I need to read this a little bit more carefully. He was sent to discover why the Darkspawn were still active. Believes Kristoff began his investigation in the city of Amaranthine. Okay, well, if we look at the map, does any of these say Kristoff? There's shady character. I don't know if that's Kristoff or not. The guardhouse, Market Row, Merchant. Is the shady character Kristoff? Maybe the shady character is Kristoff. Oh, there's another little kitten.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both.
I fail to see how working with you could benefit me.
There have been problems with trade, as I'm sure you're aware.
I am.
However, my associates, through certain channels, are able to bring supplies into Amaranthine. There is some profit in this, and as the ruler of these lands, we believe you are entitled to a cut.
Ah, so smuggling, huh? I should report you to the guards.
Ah, I was afraid you might say that. It is your duty to uphold law and order in your lands, after all. Good day, Warden Commander.
So smuggling into the city, I guess drug trade? Is that what that was about? Well, that was not Kristoff. Oh, would you look at this? There's a smuggler's cove. Oh, well, you know what? Probably because I ran him away, he had the key to that, so I didn't get to get in there. Oh, well. Alright, so let's see if we can find Kristoff. I'm not sure where he would be. I'm going to just try discovering more of the city. And maybe if I just discover more of the map, he'll pop up. That's Wynne. Wynne? What is Wynne doing? Oh my gosh. I haven't seen Wynne in forever. I want to know how she's doing, to be honest. Marketplace handbills. Wynne, oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's been so long. I have to talk to her. What is that over there? A potted plant. Okay.
Yes?
Oh, that's right. He doesn't actually know Wynne. Like, I know Wynne, but he doesn't. Do I know you from somewhere?
Oh, I haven't heard that line in years. Should I be flattered or afraid, I wonder? I am Wynne, from the Circle of Magi. I work for a time with the one they called the Hero of Ferelden. And you?
Ah, well, I'm Warden Commander Cassius at your service.
I am pleased to meet you, Warden Commander. You have quite a task on your hands, it seems, with the darkspawn not retreating as they should. I'd offer to help, but I'm afraid my presence is required elsewhere.
Oh yeah? And where's that?
The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Oh. Well, I like knowing what's going on in the world.
That I can understand. I'm sure you will hear news of the meeting in your own travels. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college.
What is she doing in the Wending Wood?
Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. Now I must take my leave. Meeting you was a pleasure, Warden Commander.
And you as well, Wynne. Ines the botanist. We have been to the Wending Wood before, but we didn't come across her at the time. But now, at this point, probably coming across her, she might reveal herself. So this wood here would be the Chantry of Our Lady Redeemer. Very interesting. Very interesting. I actually love going into a Chantry. The Chantries are beautiful. I'm just going to go in just because I like the Chantries. I love the churches. Look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at this. Absolutely beautiful.
Maker's blessings to you, sir.
And to you. I just love this whole aesthetic. Look, and you can't go running through a church, especially a beautiful place like this. Look how beautiful it is.
The sins of man brought the blight to us. And now this. The sins of you. We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer.
Oh, goodness.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn.
Oh, so she's praying. Till death do us part. Find the worried woman's husband. You met a woman distraught over her husband's disappearance. She mentioned that he likes to drink at the inn, and although she could not find him there. Interesting. Well, I don't appear to be able to see anything in here of value, really. There's a bookshelf. Pilgrims and Amaranthine. Pilgrims and Amaranthine. The faithful travel great distances to see the birthplace of Andraste in Denerim, yet many make their pilgrimage longer still by visiting Amaranthine. After all, it was from the city's port that Mafarath and his army departed to invade the Tevinter Imperium, and the Chantry of Our Lady Redeemer now stands on the site where Andraste first revealed the Chant of Light. Whoa, so this is like the original church? This is why the road that joins Amaranthine to Denerim is known as the Pilgrim's Path, and why the Chantry of the later Redeemer is the wealthiest chantry in all Ferelden. Wow, incredible. See, this is why I love reading these little bits of lore, is because you find out these things that you had no idea, you know what I mean? This was like, this was the place where Andraste supposedly first revealed the Chant of Light. So this is like, this is the birthplace of Andraste as a saint, in a sense, is what I'm getting. And the road, which I had just mentioned earlier, I'd mentioned the Pilgrim's Path. It's called the Pilgrim's Path because of travelers that came to this church, specifically for its, you know, historical significance. And this is from the Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Bedin. Here he is again. I've seen him twice this episode. Wow, so this is the wealthiest church in all of Ferelden. I'm sure it has lots of money. It has some nice pedestals and a beautiful statue of Andraste in the back there. I gotta tell you, seeing the actual ashes of Andraste was an incredible thing. It was absolutely incredible. Can I actually get up there? No, I can't. It's too high. Okay, so there are more books. Is there anything of value here? Oh no, not really. I'm surprised there's not more lore in here. The revered mother. I want to speak to her just really quickly, just see what she says.
Have you delivered your annual tithe to the Chantry, sir? You may be overdue.
No wonder it's the wealthiest chantry. She's constantly buggering people to give them money. Jesus. I don't think that's very Christian of you. Or, well, I guess it wouldn't be Christian. It would be Andrastian of you. Not very Andrastian of you. Okay. So, I still haven't found where this dude is supposed to be. So my next guess is that I need to speak to this guy. I think maybe I need to speak to the constable. Maybe that's how I finally will find him. Okay, here he is. So let's talk to him, but first, let me refill my coffee cup. One sec. Ah, fresh cup of coffee. Feels much better. It's like 7:30 in the morning for me right now. But let's talk to Constable Aiden.
I'm glad to see you. Some of my men said an Orlesian wouldn't care to help the people. Nice to see they were wrong.
Oh yes, of course. The Amaranthine people are my people.
Then you should see if you can do anything to relieve our troubles. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices.
Yes.
If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy.
I actually ran into one of those shifty fellows myself just not long ago. How do I find them?
There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is.
Actually,
we haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Actually, I already know where the hideout is. I already know where the hideout is. We were just looking at it earlier this episode. So, actually, I already know where it is, but I guess I have to go to the market in order to progress the quest line. So, I still do not know how to follow the main plot. So, I'm going to have to look it up and figure out where Kristoff is, because I don't know where he's at. One second. Okay, so I figured it out. Well, I looked it up, and apparently I just have to go to the inn. If I go to the inn and talk to the innkeeper, then that is where it will be. So, merchant, Market Row. Where's the inn? The Crown and Lion. Okay, that sounds like an inn. I think it's an inn, right? Abandoned warehouse. Definitely not that. So let's go to the Crown and Lion, because I think that sounds like an inn to me. Yeah. So this should be it. I think this is the inn, and then I have to talk to the innkeeper and ask about Kristoff. That's all I know. That's all I know that I have to do. Okay.
I hear Hubert's
see,
gang got their
now
hands
it
on some
pops up.
moonshine.
It wasn't
You think
popping
they'll
up.
sell some to me?
All right.
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
Oh, look at that. There's a note fragment. That's very curious. I want to see that. What is in this note fragment? Quest updated? You found a fragment of a note written by Almond's husband, apparently ripped up and discarded. He mentioned the catwalks high above the city. Well, that's getting interesting. This is the woman that was, you know, distraught and kneeling in prayer at the Chantry. I think this is is it like a suicide note? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that this is a suicide note and he went to the top of the city to jump off or something. Alright, we'll get to that in a bit.
Something I can do for you, friend?
Yes. Did a Grey Warden named Kristoff come through here?
And who are you supposed to be that's asking?
Well, I would be his commander.
Oh, welcome, my lord. Haven't seen that fellow Kristoff for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while.
Did you ever speak to him?
Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her.
I see. Well, I'd like to see the key to his room.
Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
See, I don't think he would just give people the key. Like, you can't just give people your room key. But because I'm the head guy, maybe that he's allowing it. Search Kristoff's room for clues. The innkeeper has given you the key to Kristoff's room. Search the room for clues for the Grey Warden's whereabouts. Alright, so it should be up here. Come on. So here we are. It should be right in here.
It's bleeding and there's pus and everything.
Okay. What's going on in here? There's a book. There's a map of Ferelden. I'm just looking at the selectable things. There's a book here.
Very well.
Ah, Kristoff's journal. I'm sure we can find some valuable information here. Few in town have heard anything about darkspawn stragglers. I doubted reports myself until a man told me he encountered darkspawn in the Blackmarsh. Although locals say the marsh is haunted, brave and desperate souls like this man still risk collecting peat. The man said their leader spoke, but all know darkspawn cannot talk. More horrifying, he described a monster, a worm with legs. Oh, trust me, I know what those are. Those are the children, which are disgusting things. We found those in previous episodes. Surely he was mistaken about it following the darkspawn. I shall leave for the Blackmarsh in the morning. Okay, so there you go. That's where he went. It says I shall leave for Blackmarsh in the morning. The map of the Arling shows several locations, each crossed out. What did it say?
I shall do it.
Each crossed out except for a place called Blackmarsh. Okay. So here, a map of Kristoff's room at the end suggests he went to the Blackmarsh, pursuing evidence of darkspawn activity. Find Kristoff and determine what the darkspawn are doing in the Blackmarsh. Alright, let's definitely do that. Let's go ahead and head to the Blackmarsh then. I think we're done here.
We should rise up.
Huh?
Okay. So, let's head to the front gates and do that.
I knew you'd make it back here. Have you sold that thing I gave you? It's not much, but I hope you get a good price for it.
Are you sure you're not infected with the darkspawn taint? Why would I say that? Oh, that's because, this is the guy freed from the prison. Oh, okay. Are you sure?
No. I feel fine. You don't think maybe I should just go.
So I was actually just about to exit the city, and then I saw him standing here, and so then I decided to talk to him. I kind of was curious about seeing the rest of this side of the map, but I can't get across there because there's a cart in the way that I can't move. Or a broken cart. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be able to get to that side. But anyway, let's do what we were doing, which was leaving so that we could go to here, the Blackmarsh. Oh boy, here we go. Winds off of the Amaranthine Ocean. Oh no, winds. Winds off the Amaranthine Ocean leave the Blackmarsh unpleasantly cold. A settlement was once located here, but no longer. The whole coast is reportedly haunted. Alright, well, let's see for ourselves if it's haunted. If the rumors speak true. Oh god, blight wolves. That's no good. Alright, so we've got this area unlocked. We see blight wolves off in the distance.
This is an unnatural place. The veil is thin, and spirits abound. We must be wary.
Oh, so it actually really is haunted. Old sign. The rickety old sign reads, "Beware, the Blackmarsh is haunted." Oh, well, okay, if this is common knowledge. Alright. Let's take these guys out.
I'm scared.
Why are
Hold
they...
me.
Actually, they're not appearing as enemies. Maybe they will if I get closer. Okay, there it is.
I am the might of a Dalish!
Alright, the might of a Dalish. I keep picking up those rash vines. When am I going to learn? All they do is get poison on
So you
me.
don't believe the elves were immortal?
When did I say that?
You asked me if I believed that my ancestors were once immortal.
And where in that question was it implied that I believed otherwise?
Then you do believe that the elves were immortal?
I didn't say that either.
You are exasperating.
Okay, they don't have a very good relationship with one another. The tattered letter. The trail of love. Of course, more quests. There's so many quests. Bonnie's angry letter. Corin, is our relationship a joke? Am I a joke to you? What am I supposed to think, waking up to this love note? Follow my trail of love, my darling. You are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my rooster? Really, Corin? I tend to your rooster? Oh my god. I know what this is. That's the most disgusting thing I've heard in my entire life. You said there was a surprise waiting for me. I'm supposed to follow your trail? Ugh, I despise you. I abhor you, you petty, ill-made wart. You said last week that everything would be different for us. Well, you were right. I'm leaving. With venom and spite, Bonnie. Okay, we know what the replacement word for rooster is. A male chicken. Anyway, follow Corin's trail to find Bonnie's surprise. You found the remains of a man named Corin who drank poison after his lover Bonnie left him. A note found in Corin's skeletal hand indicates Bonnie was upset over a trail of riddles. The first clue, you are my hen, the mistress of my flock. Oh god. And in this chest we've got a poultice. Oh, that was interesting. See, there's a dead person here and a dead person here. So was this Bonnie and this guy? Are those the two lovers? Oh, look at that. It's a darkspawn corpse.
This one has been dead for several days, I think.
That answers that, I suppose. The darkspawn are definitely here.
Indeed. Ooh, what the hell? A blighted werewolf? I haven't seen one of those before. Oh god, he looks disgusting. Look at that thing. Wow. All right, let's all focus on him.
As quickly as I can.
And of course, there's more than one. How could Jesus. Okay, blighted werewolf. When a man in West Hill told me about his encounter with a blighted werewolf, I was inclined to believe him. Although werewolves may be abominations of a sort, Wolves possessed by rage demons, or so the story goes. It is true that their bodies still live. The blight is known to corrupt bear... Okay, 1 second. Okay, now let's go back. The music was getting on my nerves. The blight is known to corrupt bears and wolves in addition to humans, elves, and dwarves, so it is conceivable that any living creature, even a werewolf, is at risk. The man saw the beast ambush a bear, springing from the shadows with such speed that it seemed a blur. The bear was dead within seconds. I thank the Maker that I have never even seen a run-of-the-mill werewolf. I'm sure I never want to encounter one that is blighted. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, the travel Jenna TV, yeah. My goodness. These things look pretty messed up. What is this? A tear in the veil? They're running away.
That is a tear in the veil. The spirit realm lies very close to us here.
Tears in the veil. Studies of the veil have never been thorough. The Devinters once theorized that the veil is thin in places that have seen great bloodshed. As the Chantry is so fond of reminding us, the Magisters of the Imperium only once crossed physically into the Fade. The catastrophe that blackened the Golden City. Oh yes, we remember that. As the story goes, the ritual consumed a vast quantity of lyrium and the blood of 100 slaves. But was it the deaths that bridged the worlds, or simply the blood and lyrium, or both? Demons seize every opportunity, every tear in the veil to enter our world. Once the veil is torn, it is extremely difficult to mend. Some say impossible. From the lectures of First Enchanter Wencelis. Okay, let's go into the veil.
Are you quite sure?
Oh, it's not possible. Okay. Okay, so we have a ripped page here. What is this? The Baroness's secret. The veil is weak near the stone circle. Perhaps it's my rituals, but I suspect it has always been weak here. I feel traces of old, ancient magic. Maybe this is what drew me. I think the girls feel it too. As we approached the circle, they sensed something was wrong. With me? Did they fear me? Something about this place is changing them, claiming them for its own. It is conceivable that using their blood to reinvigorate me traps their souls in the Fade. Perhaps they become the same demons, ghosts, and spirits who invade my dreams. No, it doesn't matter. There is nothing. Oh, they are nothing, peasants, while I am a Baroness of Orlais. From the Journal of Baroness of Blackmarsh. Wow, so she was doing some kind of ritual and sacrificing people to keep her young? Or doing something to enhance her. And she thinks that's what's causing this tear in the veil. So that's probably what happened. A Baroness performing rituals out here is what caused all this mess. So let's see. We haven't much gone this direction. There's a huge tear over here.
It shall be done.
And I don't think we can get in there.
Are you quite sure?
But I can see that through the veil we can see shadows of desire demons, or it looks like desire demons, through there performing some kind of ritual. So they're up to no good as usual. I know that's a quick save, but I like to hard save. Oh god.
Very
These
May the
fucking
gods
things are
grant
gross.
me strength! Vengeance!
I'd run if I were you!
Who's this? Oh, it's Kristoff! Oh my gosh, I didn't expect to see him here. Ah, an ambush, huh?
Yes, that is your Grey Warden. The mother told it to me that if he was lured to this place and slain, that in time you would come.
It was a trap, and we are all fools for falling into it.
And the mother, she was right. The mother is always right.
Who is this mother?
The mother is she that sent me. She that wished you to come to here, this place. Here before you is the first, and I am bringing to you a message. The mother, she is not permitting you to further his plan, whether this you know or not. So she is sending you a gift.
What? What just happened? What?
No. We have come to the Fade as well. It cannot be this.
Alright, what have you done? I want answers.
As do I. This was not as she said. I am betrayed. Now I am being trapped in the Fade with you. Ah, I am the fool.
Alright. I'll deal with you first, and the mother is later.
I am thinking the mother, she cares not what happens to the first, so long as the Grey Warden is defeated. I will be leaving you to the children. I will be finding my own path back into the world. Back to the mother.
Okay, so I just entered into the Fade. We're gonna have to kill all these children now. Jesus. Alright, so we just got entered into the Fade, and we've got to go deeper into this place. It's been a decently long episode, so I think I'll end the episode here. Next episode, we're going to be traveling deeper into the Fade. I sure hope it's not like the Fade that I first went into near the beginning of the original series. That took forever. But yeah, it looks like we have a ton of enemies here to fight. So we'll be doing that next episode. So I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe and all that. I really appreciate it, and it helps me out and the channel out. So yeah, I will see you next time.